Good evening, graduates, families, friends, and distinguished guests. We are here today to celebrate Carihi High Secondary School's graduating class of 2024. Let's make some noise so they can hear us from back in their staging area. My name is Lisa Walls, this is Donnie Fitzpatrick, and this is Bill Deagle. We will be your MCs for tonight's ceremony.
So, let's get the celebration started. On behalf of our colleagues, we are proud to invite you to stand and welcome the Carihi High grad class of 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Carihi graduating class of 2024. We would now like to invite Ronnie Shakite, Chief of the Weewakai Nation, to give a traditional Indigenous welcome to our graduating students.
Good evening, everybody. On behalf of the Liquido people, the Weewakai and Weewakam First Peoples Nations, I would like to welcome you to our traditional territory. To the grad class of 2024, I would also like to acknowledge your accomplishment of creating or to finishing your first part of your education, and wherever this may lead you moving forward, everyone is standing behind you. And all those who traveled far to come witness these, I wish you safe travels back to wherever that may lead you. So congratulations to the grad class of 2024.
Chief Chikite, on behalf of our grads and our staff, I would like to extend our thanks for your words of wisdom. We now invite Mr. William Henderson and the Ripple Rock drummers to the stage to have prepared a performance for our graduating class.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome you all here to Strathcona Gardens. I just want to, first off, I want to congratulate the Carihi High grad class of 2024 on a very job well done. You know, you guys have one chapter in your book is closed, but you're ready to open up a new chapter in you guys' lives. And we, the Ripple Rock Drum Group, wish you guys nothing but the best in you guys' near futures here. So, yeah, Gaelic Isla. Also, I just want to acknowledge each and every single one of these kids here. You know what? They love their culture a lot. They love to sing and do what we do and stuff. And you know what? I can't even thank these kids enough. I can't thank them enough. It takes them a lot of courage to come up on stage and do what they do here. You know, something like this, in my time, it would have never happened, and to see it happening today, you know, it warms my heart a lot. It really does. So, these kids range from grades 2 to 5, and like I said, they're just awesome. Love them to death. I look forward to the next batch of kids that are coming. We have some kids here that are in grade 5 going into grade 6, so they'll be going to middle school next. So, yeah, that first song you guys heard was a canoe paddle song, and it was composed in 2017 by the likes of people like Sean DeCare and William Wasden. Composed it for our people, for our Lake Rito people to use, right? So, and then the next song we're going to sing is a welcome song, and that was also composed by Sean DeCare, William Wasden himself in 2017. Because at one point, our Lake Rito never really had much, right? And so we thank people like them to be composing these wonderful songs, giving these songs for our people to use. And it's just a powerful thing, right? So, again, Gaelic Isla, thank you all, and we really hope you guys have a good night and enjoy whatever's coming to you guys next. So, yeah, thanks. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Henderson and the Ripple Rock drummers. What a great welcome and performance to help us in celebrating our graduates. It's now time to call upon graduate Vlada Sarah to lead us in the national anthem. Please stand and join Vlada in the singing of O Canada.
Thank you, Vlada. Great job. Graduates, you look great tonight. You made it. We are all here tonight to celebrate each of you. Your families, Carihi High, and school district staff, and the members of our community are very proud and excited for you. We're happy to be here witnessing this significant milestone in your lives. There is a live stream for this event. The link was sent out to families earlier today. If you have any questions, please talk to Travis Rennie from Utopia Productions at the video table found at the back of the arena.
Many of our School District 72 staff and Carihi High staff, including myself, are doing double duty today as both parent and a member of our teaching community. Emma, my daughter, will walk across the stage in a few minutes, and we are all very excited to see our children walk across the stage. Please now join me in welcoming Carihi High Principal Sean McLaughlin and Vice Principal Miss Deanna Brennan for some welcoming words.
Good evening, everyone. It is my privilege to be here this year as my first Carihi High grad. Welcome to all the distinguished faculty, proud parents and guests, and most importantly, you the grads of 2024. As your vice principal, I've had the pleasure of being with you for your last year of high school. I have heard the stories of how far you've come and the journey you've been on to get here. And I am impressed with the way that you have led your peers as well as those that are coming after you this year. As you step into the next chapter of your lives, armed with this diploma, remember this: life is like a group project. There will sometimes be someone who doesn't pull their weight, someone who takes all the credit, someone who does all the work at the last second. I encourage you to be the one who can be relied upon and to help others feel safe around you. So as you move forward, keep your sense of humor, your spirit of adventure, and the ability to find the Wi-Fi password wherever you go. Congratulations, grads of 2024. We're all proud of you.
Thanks, guys. A few of you that I can actually see look really good. I can't see many of you, but Gaila Kessla, good evening. Carihi High families, esteemed guests, staff, and most importantly, you guys, the graduating class of 2024. Today, we gather to celebrate a significant milestone in your lives. You've worked hard, persevered, and now you stand ready to embrace the future. It is a privilege to address you on this momentous occasion. I spent a fair bit of time considering what message to extend to you graduates. I'm so fortunate to live here where at this time of year, I can be up with the sunrise, it's early, and take my dog for a run in Beaver Lodge lands. This uninterrupted time provides me with occasional moments of clarity. An example of this clarity came one morning as I considered my message to you all. It is a message that I myself need to hear again and again. Today, I want to briefly talk to you about a theme I've reflected on often, and that is grace. It is a word that carries profound depth and quiet strength. It is not loud, it is not boastful, but it is powerful. Grace is the ability to remain composed under pressure, to show kindness in the face of adversity, and to carry oneself with dignity through life's many challenges. As you step out into the world, you will encounter situations that will test your character, your patience, and your resolve. It is these moments that grace will be your greatest ally. This evening I speak in generalities, but very soon you will have deep, intense, personal stories connected to these ideas. Grace in adversity. Life will not always be smooth sailing. There will be storms, there will be trials. When you encounter setbacks, remember that grace is your anchor. Grace is what allows you to rise above the fray, to maintain your composure, and treat others with kindness, even when it feels difficult. It is in these moments of adversity that your true character will shine through. You also find grace in success. And when you do, let it be your guide. Celebrate your achievements, but do so with humility. Recognize that your accomplishments are not just a testament to your hard work, but also to the support and love of those around you. Share your success, lift others up, and be gracious in acknowledging the contributions of those who helped you along the way. Grace in relationships. Our interactions with others define much of our life's journey. Treat everyone you meet with respect and kindness. Listen more than you speak. Seek to understand before seeking to be understood. Grace in relationships means forgiving others and perhaps, most importantly, forgiving yourself. It means recognizing the humanity in everyone and acting with empathy and compassion. Grace in growth. As you continue to grow and learn, be gracious with yourself. There will be times when you fall short, when you make mistakes, and when you fail. Embrace these moments as opportunities for growth. Extend yourself the same kindness and understanding you would offer a dear friend. Learn from your experiences and continue to move forward with grace. Finally, grace as a legacy. As you leave Carihi High and step into the next chapter of your life, remember that the legacy you leave behind is not just in your accomplishments, but in the way you treat others and the way you handle yourself. Let your actions be guided by grace. Be the person who others look to for calm in chaos, for kindness in hardship, and for strength in vulnerability. Graduates, today is your day of celebration. It is a day to honor your hard work, your dedication, and your achievements. But as you move forward, let it also be a day to commit to living a life of grace. Let it be the lens through which you view the world, and let it shape your actions and interactions. Congratulations, class of 2024. The world is waiting for the unique and powerful impact that only you can make. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. McLaughlin and Ms. Brennan, for those welcoming words. It's now time to present each of our graduates. This is the moment when each student will cross the stage while the rest of us listen to their brief parting thoughts, fond memories, and future plans. These walk-down notes, as we call them, will be read by Miss Allison Peak and Miss Christine Knight. We call these two teachers forward now, along with Mr. McLaughlin and Ms. Brennan, to get ready for the presentation of the graduates. As these staff members are preparing, we would like to quickly remind our graduates of the procedure by which you will enter the ranks of the graduated.
Each row of graduates will be led to the bottom of the stage on our left by Mr. Swanson, Miss Fitzgerald, or Miss LaRock Walker. There, you'll be handed your walk-down notes by Mrs. Robertson, Ms. McLaughlin, or Miss Donaghy. As you walk up the ramp, hand your walk-down notes to Miss Peak or Miss Knight. When your name is called, enter the stage, shake hands with Mr. McLaughlin and Miss Brennan, and then walk to center stage. You will stand on the X where I stand right now. We will move the podium for you. Face the audience. Take in the moment. Share your greatest smile. Then move the tassel from the left side of your hat to the right side of your hat to signify the journey from where you've been to where you're going. A professional photograph will be taken for you at center stage by Island Life Photographics, so please ensure you stay and smile nice for that. When your walk-down notes have been read completely, exit the stage on my right and walk back to your seat. Try not to go through the middle again, stick to the back of the arena if you can, otherwise it might take away from another grad's time up on the stage. We are planning on running a demonstration for you to make sure you do it correctly, as many of you are visual learners. I see Mr. McLaughlin and Miss Brennan are already here, which is great. Miss Walls will read the rock-down notes. So Fitz, you ready to go?
Donnie Fitzpatrick. Donnie has relished his time with you at Carihi High. He has enjoyed getting to know each of you through career planning, coaching basketball, hanging out in F-140, or during your exit interview process. Donnie would like to thank the other members of the staff, who are also a little short of hair up top, for sharing their best skincare and sun safety tips for those who have challenges growing a quality head of hair. I'm pretty sure that we have a little montage of each of them wearing their graduation hair. All the best to the grads of 2024. All right, Donnie, time to go. I have one final bit of instruction, which is for our guests. Because there are close to 180 grads, we ask that you hold your applause until the end of the presentations to help us expedite the process. You should absolutely cheer for your own child, but long applause from the whole crowd for every grad will add many, many minutes to the ceremony. And it's getting pretty hot in here. Again, a professional photo will be taken of your graduate and will be added to the Carihi High website. We, as fellow parents too, we do realize how historic this event is for you as well. But please, let's try to hold our applause until the end and keep the aisles as clear as possible. We will soon turn things over to Ms. Knight and Ms. Peak, but please just give us a minute to set up the stage before we begin the presentation of the class of 2024.
Kanoa Sakira. There are many people that Kanoa wants to thank. First, he wants to thank his parents for always pushing him to become the best version of himself and to never settle for anything below his best. He knows he is the main cause of their gray hairs, but he is truly grateful to have hardworking and supportive parents. Thanks, Mom and Dad. He also wants to thank the staff of Carihi High for the countless hours and energy they put into helping him grow as a student and as an individual. And last but not least, to all his friends and classmates who made the last 4 years fly by. Thanks for all the memories and fun times. Congrats, class of 2024.
Emery Clark. Emery has many people he would like to thank today. First, Emery would like to thank his parents, who no matter what he was going through, whether it's schoolwork or personal struggles, would not only support him with the task at hand, but would make sure he excelled in it. Emery would also like to thank his friends, as well as many teachers and staff members at Carihi High, who have helped him develop into who he is today and made his high school experience better as a whole. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Joshua Lee. Joshua would like to thank his friends and family for their support throughout these past 4 years. He would also like to give a special thanks to Mom and Dad for their generosity. Congratulations.
River Arbo. River would like to thank his family and peers for their support and encouragement during his time at Carihi High, and now understands the importance of education. He would like to give a special thanks to his mom and dad for believing in him and brothers for humbling him.
Kenza Campbell. Kenza would like to thank her friends and family for their love and support. She would like to give a special thanks to her parents for their endless encouragement and guidance, and her brother Malcolm for always being there to make her smile. She has made a lot of memories and will always value the time she spent at Carihi High, whether it be in the drama room, in the gym, or on the field. As she moves forward to the next chapter of her life, Kenza is excited for her future and learning more about herself.
Emily Jewell. Emily is deeply grateful to her family for their unwavering support and love, and her friends for the countless memories. She believes this graduation marks the beginning of a new chapter, and she is eager to see where it takes us all.
Nola Coolidge. Nola is thankful for all the amazing memories and friendships she has made while playing sports at Carihi High. She would like to thank her friends and family for their unwavering support throughout her life.
Hannah Hirschler. Hannah would like to thank her parents, grandparents, brother and sister, close friends and coaches for their endless love and support. She's truly grateful for the opportunities she's had as an athlete through community sports and all the lessons she has learned along the way. She will forever cherish the memories she has made at Carihi High and is excited to see what the future holds.
Emma Deagle. Emma would like to thank her parents for the endless support and countless hours they put into driving her around for sports. Emma would also like to thank her friends and close family for sticking by her side throughout these years. Emma sincerely apologized to those she lied directly to, for she was the Carihi High bad parking owner.
Kate Steele. Kate would like to extend her congratulations to all the Carihi High grads of 2024. She would like to thank her mother for inspiring her, her father for believing in her, and her brother for always reminding her to laugh. Cheers to fond memories and new beginnings.
Waylon McKinley. McKinley would like to thank her family and friends for all the love and support throughout the years in high school. She will never forget the amazing memories and people she's met along the way. She is looking forward to moving ahead and starting her new chapter.
Zoe Hudson. Zoe would like to thank her family and friends for all the support these past 4 years. She's looking forward to her life beyond high school and future experiences.
Julia Parkinson. Julia would like to thank her family for their unwavering support throughout all her experiences over the years. She is also grateful to all the amazing students and teachers she's met over time. Julia feels so much appreciation for you all.
Kira Dunn. Kira would like to thank her mom, grandparents, siblings, and the rest of her family for being constant supporters. They always encourage her to follow through with her goals and passions in life. She would also like to thank the teachers at Carihi High for their help and kindness, and wishes her fellow grads all the best with their future plans.
Anson Mari. Anson would first like to thank his friends and family for supporting him through this time at Carihi High. He would also like to thank Mr. Presturzi for helping him through grade 11 and 12. Anson spent much of his time in the fly fishing room with his friends. His plan after high school is to pursue a career in the welding and metal fabrication trade.
Carter Sorensen Holmes. Carter would like to thank all of the teachers at Carihi High he has taken classes with throughout his high school career. He'd also like to thank his family and friends for their support in the last 4 years. He would also like to acknowledge the hard work and dedication the grad class of 2024 has put in since grade 9. For us, it was never a normal high school experience.
Mitchell Gaudreau. Mitchell would like to thank his friends and family and mentors for their support through the years. Over the years, he has made many achievements, but not without the support of Mr. Presturzi, Mr. McLaughlin, and Ms. Redwolf. Mitchell looks forward to the future with excitement and gratitude, ready to embrace new challenges and opportunities ahead.
Kira Abram Veloso. Kira would like to thank her family and everyone who has been supportive and encouraging throughout her high school experience. She's excited for what the future holds.
Eric Schultz. Eric would like to thank his family and girlfriend for everything they've helped him with throughout high school. He also gives a huge thanks to all of his friends who made school easier and a lot more fun. You know who you are. Moving on, Eric plans on getting his Red Seal ticket in heavy-duty mechanics and later on down the road getting into firefighting.
Mitchell Paradis. Mitchell would like to thank his parents for all their love and support over the years. He would also like to express his gratitude to all the teachers at Carihi High that he has had the opportunity to learn from.
Marcus Toloski. Marcus would like to thank Mr. Presturzi for helping him through all his English classes and for being a good friend through the whole year.
Malcolm Bakota. Malcolm would like to thank his friends and family for helping him through these past 4 years. He will always remember the time spent eating lunch in the courtyard with Josh, Seth, and Jacob. Malcolm would like to end with a quote: "If you believe in yourself with a tiny pinch of magic, all your dreams can come true." SpongeBob SquarePants.
Sierra McNee. Sierra would like to thank her mom, her stepdad, her little brothers Jordan and Lauren, her sister Brianna, her boyfriend Jacob, and her best friends Kyla, Mika, Christine, and Rylan for giving her the love and support she needed the past 4 years of high school. She couldn't have done it without the support of her loving family. Sierra can't wait to see what the future has to offer. A special thanks to Ms. Finkenseep for always being there.
Peyton Walker. Peyton would like to thank her friends and family, as well as Mr. Fitz and Miss Fink. Bless their souls for putting up with her all these years. Peyton would also like to thank her big sister for always being there for her and pushing her to show up. She couldn't have made it without you.
Keandra Varga. Keandra would like to thank her family and friends for pushing her to try her hardest and supporting her throughout her life. Keandra would also like to thank Mr. Fitz for showing her there are people who want to see her succeed in life.
Seth Henry. Seth would like to thank BC Ferries for making his journey possible. During his time at Carihi High, Seth was a student friend and big brother. To end with a quote, "Elmo is so happy to see all of you. Welcome to Sesame Street." Elmo.
Valeria Hernandez. Valeria wants to thank her incredible family for their love and support, especially her mom for her endless love and for always believing in her. With a head full of dreams and a heart full of gratitude, Valeria is excited for the future and extra hours of sleep that lie ahead.
Benjamin Ritchie Smith. Benjamin appreciates all the people who supported him through it all, no matter how tedious and nonsensical it was. He can now hold his head high and say he's finally through with school, for now. He also would like to say that this hat looks funny, and Phoenix Middle School still owes him a free hot lunch from back in 2019. He will not forget, and he has receipts.
Rowan Joyner. Rowan thanks all the people who got her here and blah, 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 blah. Rowan's fondest memories consist of her friends ruthlessly ridiculing her for her dyslexic tendencies and always being there for her when spell check failed. As Lennon says, a lie told often enough becomes the truth.
Erin Yacklin. Erin would like to thank her friends and family for supporting her through high school. She would also like to recognize the contributions of the staff who made her experiences possible.
Luna Burke. Luna would like to shout out Carihi High for keeping it weird, as well as the Cafe Tai Pizza for almost always being delicious. Hashtag stay weird and delicious.
Tyler Sheehan. Tyler would like to thank his family and friends, but most of all his sister. Through thick and thin, he found himself looking up to his sister, who has willed him to push through the hardships of school and life in general. Tyler is thankful for all the experiences high school has brought, but will not miss the early mornings of academic learning and is ready to move on to greater things in his life.
Sophia McPhee. Sophia would like to thank her family, friends, and teachers for all the support she had throughout her high school years. She would also like to give a special thank you to Mr. Swanson for the chicken teriyaki rice boxes. Through high school, Sophia learned not to stress over the outcome, but to focus on the process it takes to get there.
Kyla Hansen. Kyla would like to thank her family and friends for the support during our high school years, and a special thanks to her late sister Jenna Price for her inspiration to push Kyla to grad. Kyla's next journey will be going to college to achieve her ECE certificate.
Tanner May. Tanner would like to thank teachers, family, and friends for supporting him. Congratulations, Tanner.
Cole Griffiths. Cole would like to thank all his family for standing by his side while he went through high school. Congratulations, class of 2024. We did it.
Misha Holloway. Misha would like to thank her mom, Jason, and her cousins for their support and help through her high school years. She would also like to thank Mr. Riddell, Mr. Swanson, Mrs. Lim, and Mr. Fitz for putting up with her throughout the years.
Olivia Hubelit. Olivia would like to thank her family and friends for all their support throughout this journey. She wouldn't have been able to do it without them. She would also like to thank Mr. Fitz, Mr. Swanson, and Mrs. Sampson for everything they have done for her. Olivia is excited for this next journey in her life.
Dylan Gallant. Dylan would like to thank his friends and family for supporting him through his journey through high school.
Austin Hubelit. Austin would like to thank his family and friends for all their support through his high school years. He wouldn't have been able to do it without you. He would also like to thank Mr. Fitz, Mr. Swanson, and Mrs. Lim for everything they have done for him. Austin is excited to take on this new chapter in life.
William Ashurst. William would like to thank Marcus Malinsky for helping him with his walk-down notes. He would also like to thank his family for being supportive and understanding and for pushing him to succeed. He would like to express how important the band program was for his time at Carihi High, for it allowed him to build the confidence and skills necessary to succeed. William would like to leave you all with a quote, but unfortunately during the writing of these notes, he was pressed for time and could not think of anybody to quote, so we'll just leave it at that.
Kira Johnston Harper. Kira is very excited to see what life brings next. She hopes to take the ECE program in the near future. Kira would like to thank her favorite teachers, Mr. Bright and Mrs. Sampson, for making the last few years of school a little more bearable. She would also like to thank her mom for all the support and encouragement through this challenging experience we call high school, and for making her go to school even when she pretended to be sick.
Jenica Harvey Bala. Jenica would like to thank her family for all their support over the past couple of years, and a special thank you to Mr. Swanson for helping her navigate her first days at Carihi High. Another shout out to Annika Tyre for being her best friend since day one, and a thank you to her cousin Brody for convincing her Carihi High is better for her than Timberline. Lastly, a quote from her papa that always makes her laugh: "No matter where you are, there you are."
Keenan Smith. Keenan Smith would like to thank his mom and his dad for always supporting him. Keenan would also like to thank Mr. Swanson and Mr. Fitz for being there for him during his time at Carihi High. Keenan would like to congratulate all the graduates and wishes them future success.
Ada Peak Vout. Ada would like to thank her family and friends for being a great support system and encouraging her all the way through school. She would also like to thank the wonderful teachers and counselors that helped her with post-secondary education plans and gave her a wonderful experience at Carihi High.
Alec Green. Alec would like to thank his teachers, especially Mrs. Knight and Mrs. Kingston, for giving him the best high school experience possible. He'd also like to thank his friends, counselors, and Mrs. Fink. And lastly, he thanks his dad and grandparents.
Layla Dick. Layla would like to thank her parents and siblings for supporting her throughout her high school journey. She would also like to thank her cousins for making the journey so much easier. She couldn't have done it without them.
Brody Bala. Brody would like to thank his friends and family who have supported him throughout his high school experience. He would also like to thank the teachers who have helped him, such as Bobby Smith and Mrs. Fink.
Noah Davies. Noah would like to thank his family and friends and teachers who helped him get to this point. He would like to extend a special thanks to Mr. Telford, Mr. Haydock, and Bobby Smith. That being said, give me orange, give orange me. Give eat orange, me eat orange, give me eat. Orange, give me you.
March Angelo Libunau. March would like to thank his family for their motivational support. He would also like to thank his bed for giving him sufficient energy every day in school. His time at Carihi High usually consisted of reading, writing, and playing music.
Dale Kuhn. Dale would like to thank his family and friends for supporting him during his school years.
Xander Amos Moon. Xander would like to start off by thanking his mom and dad for pushing him to go to school. He also wants to thank all the teachers and EAs that have helped him get through school. He wouldn't have done it without them. The last thing he wants to say is, good luck to all the other grads and best of luck in the future.
Jacob Arbo Moon. Jacob would like to start off by thanking his mom for pushing him to go to school. He also wants to thank all the teachers that have helped him get through school. He couldn't have done it without them. Last thing he wants to say is good luck to all the other grads and best of luck in the future.
Keller Brown. Keller would like to thank his parents and family for the support they have given him throughout high school. He would also like to thank Mr. Shields in the video production program for giving him experience with problem solving and working to accomplish a common goal with peers. Keller would also like to thank Marcus Malinsky for being an amazing student and peer who helped and supported him during his time at Carihi High.
Alan Harper. Alan thanks his teachers for showing him that education is a weapon, the effect of which is determined by the hands which wield it. In spite of this, he reminds his peers to learn more, and learn forever.
Abigail Kumar. Abby would like to thank her parents for supporting her throughout her journey in high school, and hopefully in the future too. She is half excited, half terrified for the rest of her life after school, but at least she can always count on her family and friends if needed. Shark stays on top.
Ashley Bell. Ashley would like to thank her family, friends, and teachers for their continuous support. She is very grateful for each of them, especially her sister, who inspires her every day. Sharks stay on top.
Aaliyah Beaupre. Aaliyah would like to thank her family for helping her become the person she is today. She appreciates all the good memories and the obstacles throughout her journey that helped her become the person she is today. The quote, "Treat others the way you want to be treated," has been preached to us all since kindergarten and should never be forgotten.
Caden Wasden Honsinger. Caden would like to thank his family for always supporting and encouraging him throughout school. Caden would also like to thank the many students who were there for him throughout his school career and the many teachers that helped him make it here. Caden will always remember prayer circles at Pitt and Ms. Fink's threats.
Julia Stavrokoff. Julia is so excited to be able to stand here today. It didn't seem like it was possible at the start of the year, but she did it. Julia would like to thank her family for supporting her through her hard times. She would also like to thank Cameron for being there for her whenever she needed it. Julia would like to thank the Carihi High staff, especially Mr. Swanson and Mr. Fitz, for listening to her whenever she needed it. We did it.
Cameron Van Hove. Cameron would like to congratulate the class of 2024. She would like to thank her friends for all the good times through high school, especially Julia. And a special thank you to her family for all of the support over the past 17 years. She knows she may not show it at times, but she really does appreciate it. Cameron plans on traveling next year to New Zealand and then plans to become a paramedic.
Carly Lucas Johnson. Carly would like to thank her parents and family, especially her grandma, for their endless love and support.
Franny Klein. Franny would like to thank her friends and family for their constant support and sacrifices that led to this day. To her teachers, she says thank you for tolerating her endless stream of creative excuses for late assignments.
Saria Inrig. Saria would like to thank her family, friends, and teachers that have helped her throughout school. Saria would also remember the best memories she's had at Carihi High and will continue to remember them while continuing her education to become a registered nurse.
Madison Brown. Maddie would like to thank her mom for always helping her with everything. Maddie enjoyed her time at Carihi High. She's very excited to be continuing her education at VIU in Cowichan to become a hairdresser.
Akeisha Ein Cosme. Akeisha would like to thank her family. Everything is quite definitely going to be better, and you need not worry. Franz Kafka, 1912.
Madison Giles. Madison would like to thank her family for always being there to support her ambitious goals, especially her parents for always telling her to never give up. Because of this, she has had the motivation to become the person she is today.
Melisa Muhi. Melisa would like to thank her friends, mom and dad, for their constant love and support throughout the years.
Toby Bates Hutton. Toby would like to thank her mother for supporting her all her life. She would also like to thank her family, partner, and friends for helping her overcome loss and find peace within herself.
Mandy McLean. Mandy would like to thank her family for all the love and support they have shown her throughout her years of school. She would also like to thank her best friend Emma for helping her become the person she is today. Mandy is forever grateful for her time at Carihi High and can't wait to see where life takes her.
Brianna Falk. Brianna would like to thank her previous teachers, Mr. Wolke and Mr. Bird, for challenging her and influencing her to be the person she is today. Most importantly, she'd like to say thank you to her family. and to her parents for raising her to be a kind and independent young woman. And to her sister, when she felt nobody was there or nobody else truly knew her, she always had Elena. Brianna will be continuing her studies at NIC in the fall and aims to become a dental hygienist after the completion of her schooling.
Aiden Carter. Aiden would like to thank his family, friends, and teachers for supporting him along his way, and especially the multiple guitar classes he's taken. Aiden's plan for the future consists of working hard to further build his landscaping business.
Jada Wilson. Jada would like to give a big thanks to her family, friends, and teachers who've helped her pursue her dreams. Jada will forever cherish the memories that were made as she continues with her education to become a registered nurse.
Brooklyn Smith. Brooke would like to thank her family and friends for supporting her throughout her high school journey. Brooke would also like to give a special thank you to Mr. Riddell for the motivation and hope he instilled to propel her forward.
Caden Atchison. Caden would like to first off thank his mom and sister for helping him get through high school, and his boss, Reed, for giving him the support and opportunities to be successful. And also he wants to thank Fitz.
Reese Merwin. Reese would like to thank all his coaches for all that they have done for him. He also wants to thank his family for all the rides they gave him to school. Congratulations, grad class 2024.
Keita Hine. Keita would like to give a big thank you to his family for the love and support over the past 4 years. He'd also like to thank his friends for helping him through tough times and being there by his side. The most important thing he learned in high school is to find a hobby that you enjoy and stick with it. For him, going to the gym helped him improve his mental and physical health. While there, he found many people with similar interests.
Emmeline Tyers. Emmeline would first like to thank all the teachers, friends, coaches, and family that have supported her throughout her life. She would also like to thank all those that didn't believe in her or doubted her for giving her the motivation to prove them wrong.
Maya Noble. Maya would like to thank her family and friends for providing immense and unconditional support throughout her high school years. She would also like to give special thanks to Ms. Lim, Mr. Telford, and Ms. Fink for not only being amazing teachers, but for being great people.
Sasha Basso. Sasha would like to thank her friends and teachers for all their support throughout the years.
Sarah Hartman. Sarah would like to thank all of her friends and her family, and she'd like to say congratulations, grads.
Jessica Dunn. Jay looks back on their time at Carihi High fondly. They would like to acknowledge the wonderful 3 years they spent in the theater department and give a shout out to Miss Knight, who is a wonderful director. Jay would also like to give Fink a special thanks for putting up with them in class and out for the entirety of their high school career. Jay would also like to acknowledge all the support they have received from their family the last 4 years.
Haley Knight. Haley would like to thank her family for their support in getting through these last years of school. She will be continuing her studies working towards an engineering degree through the University of Victoria's dual admission program this fall.
Taylor Stricker. Taylor would like to thank her mom, dad, and sister Emily for their loving support throughout these years. She would also like to thank her friends and teachers, and a special thank you to Miss Davison and Ms. Lim.
Piper James. Piper would like to thank her mom and dad for their support. She would also like to thank her friends and give a special shout out to Mr. Swanson.
Taya Savard. Taya wants to express her insane gratitude to all her parents and close family for not giving up on her when graduation didn't seem likely. Taya is proud of her efforts and impressed that she was able to pull it all together in the end. Taya wants to congratulate her friends on making it to this special day. She's going to miss her bathroom talks with Piper. Tay would also like to thank Mr. Swanson for listening to her and helping her make sense of her teenage brain.
Aidan O'Mahony. Aidan would like to thank his teachers, friends, mentors, and most importantly, his family and God. These people have encouraged and inspired him. Woodwork, PE, and guitar were the most impactful courses for Aidan, teaching him discipline, hard work, and revealing new passions to him. After graduation, Aidan is planning on serving at Bible camp for the next year. During that time, he will be pondering what he wants to pursue further. This quote sums up Aidan's time at high school. He laughed, he cried, it moved him, Bob. Larry the Cucumber.
Ashton McKay. Ashton would like to thank his mom and dad who have always been there to help him with any challenges he faced in his studies.
Marilyn Morin. Marilyn appreciates her mom for always being her #1 supporter. Her 5 siblings always encourage her to do the best she can. She could not have done it without them. Marilyn thanks the Lord for shaping the person she is today. For we walk by faith, not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5:7.
Madeline Phibbs. Madeline is thankful for her friends and family who helped her through her schooling, as well as the teachers who supported and encouraged her.
Hannah Irving. There are a lot of people who have helped Hannah grow and change throughout her high school career, and she would like to give them special thanks. Her mom and dad for their unconditional support. She is proud of the people who raised her and the girl they raised her to be. Both of her sisters, Emma and Lily, she feels lucky to have them in her life, even if they cause her headaches and grief. Her best friend, Sienna, for loving her even when she has crooked teeth and told bad jokes, and for continuing to do so no matter how far apart they are. And to all her teachers and educators who have fostered her drive to learn and create. The understanding and encouragement that she has received will continue to inspire her for years to come. She'd also like to award her dog, Ollie, her therapist, and her noise-canceling headphones an honorable mention for getting her through these past 4 years. After this, Hannah hopes to go on to become a psychiatrist as well as travel the world, start a garden, and read all the books she started but never finished.
Jackson Bedford. Jackson would like to thank his family, friends, and teachers who have helped him throughout his years of school, especially his mother, father, and grandma for always supporting him and keeping him motivated. During his time at Carihi High, Jackson has made lifelong friends and had experiences that he will remember forever.
William Barker. William would like to thank his family and friends, more specifically his mom and dad, for always being supportive and caring.
Matthias Olsen Schmidt. Matthias has grown immeasurably during his time at Carihi High. He would like to thank Mr. Smith and Pasturzy for teaching him how to be a better person. Getting out onto the river to fly fish was an amazing experience and helped him to appreciate nature.
Emmett Wheatley. Emmett would like to thank Mr. Smith and Mr. Pasturzy for all they taught him about applying skills into life.
McKenna Harris. McKenna would like to thank her mom and dad for their endless support for making her childhood the best it could be. She would also like to thank the PE department for putting up with her for 8 courses, and Mrs. Davison, Mrs. Wright, and Mrs. Walls for their support and guidance in academics. Being a student athlete was an unforgettable experience, and even if the athlete part was more prioritized, she managed to make it here. A special thank you to Mom for being my rock and voice, and my boyfriend for hearing me rant about school. Peace out, high school. Let's see what college brings.
Elizabeth Hoffman. Elizabeth would like to thank her teachers, friends, and family for all the support that they have given her through her time at Carihi High. Over her time at Carihi High, she has made many friends and made many memories that she will never forget. Congratulations, everyone. We did it.
Connor Turnan. Connor would like to thank his family for supporting him through life.
Jason Sekulich. Jason would like to thank his parents for the support they gave him through high school. Furthermore, he'd like to thank Mr. Kurlak for his mentorship during his time at Carihi High.
Haley Mueller. Haley would like to thank her family and the many friends she made along the way. Thank you to the teachers, especially Mr. Smith, for putting up with her and for the jerry can of fuel on the first day of grade 12.
Dawson Gage. Dawson would like to thank his entire family, especially his mom and dad, for always supporting him.
Reed Watson. Reed would like to thank his parents, friends, Mr. Wilson, and Mr. Smith for making his high school experience the best. In the following years, he's planning on commercial fishing and getting a trade.
Spencer Uzel Paulus. Spencer would like to say thank you to his mom and dad for everything they have done, and thank you to friends and family.
Katie Drover. Katie would like to thank Ms. Walls for all her constant encouragement throughout her senior year at Carihi High. She would also like to thank her friends, family, the Lees, and her mom for years of unwavering love and support.
Ava Lee. Ava would like to thank her family for always supporting her, the teachers who encouraged her, and her friends and teammates for making high school memorable. Ava gives a huge thanks to all the coaches she's had through her 4 years at high school for soccer, basketball, and rugby. She would especially like to thank Coach Barnes, who helped ignite her passion for basketball and always pushed her to her fullest potential.
Gianno Belalio. Gianno would like to thank his family and friends for being there through his high school experience.
Paige Boyd. Paige would like to thank her friends and family for supporting her throughout high school.
Noah Ness. Noah would like to start off by thanking every teacher that ever had to deal with his BS and put up with them. And he would like to thank every teacher that got him through his classes. Good luck to all the other grads.
Calvin Goldrup. Calvin thanks his family, especially his parents, Carla and Murray, and his two step-parents, Melanie and Lewis, as well, for their love and support. He would not be where he is today without them. He would also like to thank his friends he's gained along the way who helped him get through this journey in one piece. And a big shout out to Mr. Shields. If there's one thing he took out of his schooling, it would be to treat everyone as you yourself wish to be treated, and things will work out as they should.
Levi Carraz. Levi's time at Carihi High was nothing short of amazing. Firstly, he would like to thank all of his friends for making his time at Carihi High amazing and always being the reason for making school fun. He's also thankful for his teachers, helping him to get where he needs to be. Levi learned a lot about himself during his time at Carihi High. He learned how capable he is at doing things, not just for himself, but for others. Levi learned the true value of hard work. Levi recognized how important it is to be strong-minded. He knows that there will be days that don't go our way, that we'll feel stressed out at times, but if we strive for excellence daily, life will serve us well. Overall, he's extremely blessed to have gone to Carihi High, and it will go down as one of the best times of his life.
Tice Brideau. Tice would like to thank his friends and family for the last 4 amazing years. Next year, Tice is moving to Vancouver to attend BCIT to become an auto technician.
Angelina Roberts. Angelina would like to thank her friends, family, and all the dedicated teachers at Carihi High for helping her succeed in her education. She wishes them all the best.
Aoife McCurgan. Aoife would like to thank her family, especially her mom, for not only being there for her, but also being her best friend, as well as her brother Eamon for making her realize she is smart enough for university and inspiring her to attend. She gives her final thanks to Ms. Lim for supporting her art since grade 6. Aoife has plans to attend art school in the fall and to one day live in New York City as the next Andy Warhol.
Lainey McReynolds. Lainey would like to thank her friends and family for supporting her through the years. She's enjoyed her time at Carihi High, but looks forward to working and traveling.
Zachary Oramenko. Zach would like to thank his parents, teachers, and coaches and friends for their support during his time at Carihi High. If you were ever looking for Zach, all you had to do was head to the gym and he would be there getting shots up. Next year, he plans to attend the University of Fraser Valley, where he will be playing college golf and studying business.
Owen Nelson. Owen would like to thank his family for all of their support through his school years. He would also like to thank Mr. Kurluk and Mr. Pasturzi for being great teachers and teaching him about the outdoors. Owen will always remember the great times he had at Carihi High.
Bowen Bakey. Bowen would like to thank Marissa and Clint Bakey for always supporting him. He would also like to thank his friends for the good memories.
McKenna Movold. McKenna would like to thank her family, friends, coaches, and teachers for guiding her through high school and helping her achieve her goals.
Sienna Monk. Sienna would like to thank her parents, friends, Mr. Pasturzi, and Mr. Swanson for helping her throughout the high school experience.
Leola Ariaza. Leola would like to thank her parents, friends, and Mr. Pasturzi for helping her through high school and for creating lasting memories that she will cherish.
Miko Duplain. Miko would like to thank his friends, family, and everyone who helped him through this journey. He would also like to say thanks to all the amazing teachers and staff at Carihi High that helped make high school an awesome experience. He's excited to be graduating and flip the page to the new chapter in his life.
Logan Wright. Logan would like to thank his mother and sister for pushing him to become the courageous, mindful, and strong individual he is. In the coming years, Logan would like to start his own construction company, along with a journey in real estate. Logan would like to wish all his grad class the best of luck in the coming future.
Brianna Colley. Brianna would like to thank her amazing friends, family, and especially Mr. Swanson and Ms. Walker for their unwavering support throughout her high school years.
Jillian Patterson. Jill would like to thank her family, friends, and Mr. Pasturzi for supporting and encouraging her to be the best version of herself.
Madison Zilstra. Maddie would like to thank her family for supporting her through it all, as well as her little brother for encouraging her to be the best version of herself.
Sophia Anderson Roberts. Sophia would like to thank her family, friends, and especially her mom for getting her to school every day.
And Nick Nelson. And Nick would like to thank her friends and family for all their love and support. She's grateful for her time at Carihi High and is looking forward to the next chapter of her life. She will cherish every memory made along the way.
Ashlyn Beegler. Ashlyn would like to thank her parents for their unconditional support in pursuing her dream of becoming a beekeeper. She would also like to thank her sisters for paving the way and making her childhood a memorable one.
Ava Simard. Ava would like to thank her family for always being there for her when she needed them. She would also like to thank her friends for sticking with her through the tough times. Without her friends and family, she wouldn't be half the person she is now. Ava plans to attend VIU and get a Bachelor of Education to pursue her dream of becoming a teacher.
Grace Murgart. Grace would like to thank Ms. Jerome for being both a familiar face and giving her the opportunity to TA for her. Lastly, Grace will forever miss the bottom parking lot at Carihi High, as it was always there for her when she needed to vent to friends, eat lunch, or possibly skip.
Sierra Godin. Sierra would like to thank her friends and family for their endless love and support. She will always cherish the memories she's made through her 4 years at this school and wants to thank everyone who made her journey memorable. She is looking forward to moving on to the next chapter of her life.
Laura Minfrey. Laura would like to thank her family for the continuous guidance they have provided her for the past 4 years. She would like to thank her mom for her unflagging efforts to be a role model all day, every day, and her brother for being the ultimate inspiration. Laura is grateful for her friends she'd made in high school, and she wishes them well in their future endeavors.
Anna Bodkin. Anna would like to thank her family, friends, teachers, and peers for making her time at Carihi High unforgettable. Her family has provided unconditional love and support for her over the years, which has helped her pursue her dreams. Anna would like to thank her friends she has made along the way for their friendship, which has given her a sense of belonging that she will remember for years to come. Anna will be following her dreams of becoming a therapist and will be attending UBC this coming fall.
Kevin Guo. Kevin would like to thank his family, friends, and teachers at Carihi High for their support and inspiration. Each of them have played a crucial role in his journey, providing laughter, guidance, and encouragement. As he steps into the future, Kevin carries with him cherished memories and invaluable lessons learned from his time here.
Yara Taylor. Yara would like to thank her parents for everything they have done for her. She would also like to thank her amazing friends for all the fun memories and adventures. Yara has enjoyed her time at Carihi High, but the side quests were by far her favorite part.
Dane Kurluk. Dane would like to thank his parents and friends for making high school more enjoyable and less stressful. Dane now understands school isn't something he enjoys, but everything revolving around school made it slightly more bearable. Moving on from high school may be intimidating, but Dane is moving on to bigger and better things and can't wait to start this new chapter of his life.
Marin Gauthier. Marin would like to thank her family and friends for tolerating her BS over the past years and is excited to see how life is going to turn out. Marin is also excited to experience new things during her future in the Canadian Army.
Rain Jorgensen. Rain would like to say how grateful she is for her parents and friends who have been putting up with her shenanigans for 18 years. She would also like to give a special thanks to the countless Slurpees that have been fueling her since birth.
Evan Wheeler. Evan wants to express his gratitude to his peers for their kindness, guidance, and wisdom. He appreciates the memories shared with friends, acknowledging that while not were all the smartest or safest, they were cherished nonetheless. He extends his thanks to the incredible staff at Carihi High for the assistance with assignments or simply a friendly smile in the hallways. Lastly, Evan expresses the most appreciation to his amazing family. He could not have wished for a better one. He wishes everyone the absolute best in their future endeavors.
Daniel Loeb. Daniel would like to thank his friends and family for being there for him. He plans to go off to Vancouver and continue his studies in post-secondary.
Roger Shee. Roger would like to thank his family and friends for giving him the support and encouragement he needed to succeed in Canada through his 3 years at Carihi High. He would also like to give a shout out to Malcolm Bakota and Rock Lee for being his faithful friends.
Kayan Eidsvik. Kayan would like to thank his family and peers for their support and encouragement through his time at Carihi High. He now understands the importance of education. He would like to acknowledge Tanner McLeod for paying the bills on time and bringing laughter to the classroom.
Amelia McMillan. Amelia would like to thank most of all her mom and sister for putting up with her throughout life. What she appreciates most from all of her time at Carihi High is how the courses and people have shaped her values to what they are today. She is looking forward to new experiences and can't wait to continue learning.
Quentin Darcy. Quentin would like to thank his family first and foremost for always being there to support him no matter what he struggled with or endeavored to accomplish. He would also like to express his gratitude to his friends, his teachers, and everyone else who has helped shape him into the person he is today.
Avon Zemanek. As Avon takes his next step to post-secondary in Victoria this fall, he would like to thank his family for their unwavering support and belief in him, his teachers for their dedication and guidance throughout his education, and his friends for making his high school experience more enjoyable.
Tanner McLeod. Tanner would like to thank his parents and friends for helping him over the past few years. He would also like to thank Swanson for allowing him to hold the record for most changed courses.
Caleb Goslin Elliott. Caleb would like to thank his friends and family.
Cheyenne Keelaher. Cheyenne would like to thank her mom and her stepdad, Charlie.
Lucas Christophic. This was nothing like High School Musical. I did not fall down the stairs, always procrastinated, and thank you, ChatGPT.
Joshua Lanyon. Josh would like to thank his family and friends for the years of hard work put in towards his success. At Carihi, he's learned remarkable dedication and perseverance in all aspects. Lucas fell down the stairs.
Nayo Meili Bernier. Nayo would like to thank his family and friends for supporting him through high school. Nayo is excited to be finished high school and ready to follow some new paths in his life.
Macawi Biela. Macawi would like to thank his family for supporting him through high school. He's looking forward to moving on with the next steps in his life.
Jacob Uren. Jake would like to thank his family and friends for their support throughout his time at Carihi. Jake will finally be following his dream to hide on a city bus to find out where they sleep. He will survive off the milk and meat of the great beasts. Think of him while you enjoy a tall, sour glass of bus milk.
Harrison Husson. Harrison has passionately worked on his game, Starkin, which is part of a larger world-building project throughout his years at Carihi. He's excited to leave school as it will give him more freedom to explore his interests and further develop his creative projects. Harrison looks forward to dedicating more time to his game development and expanding his world-building endeavors, eager to see where his creativity will take him next.
Jake Elias. Jake would like to thank his parents for their unwavering support, his friends, and everyone else who has been part of his life. He would also like to acknowledge all of his inspirations in art and life. You got to dig it, You dig? Thelonious Sphere Monk.
Marcus Malinsky. Marcus would like to thank the English language for being home to so many marvelous words. For instance, caricature, charcuterie, colloquialism, erinaceous, equo, key, timber, and we can't forget, I can't say that, which is all we know is the fear of long words.
Keaton Potoy. Keaton now understands how to make some food because of cafeteria and baking. His time at Carihi was good because of the opportunities to do things that he liked for some classes, like baking, cafeteria, and woodwork.
Paulo Murphy. Paulo would like to thank his parents and the teachers over the years who helped him build the confidence to be able to express who he really is. He's looking forward to learning the responsibilities of being a real human as he lives as an adult. Paulo's dream is to become a musician and a filmmaker. He hopes everyone realizes that Carihi is not like any other high school. It's a community where people respect how they treat everyone, no matter their differences. Paulo is up for the hard challenges that are waiting for him in his future.
Jenna Shelley. Jenna has made a lot of memories during her time in school. She has met new people and learned new perspectives. She would like to thank everyone that's helped her get through it and given her different opportunities. She will never forget about these valuable years. Jenna would like to say to her fellow grads, love the life you live the life you love.
Luna Cliff. Luna would like to thank all the teachers in the school for making it a safe space for many kids, and many more to come, as well as Mrs. Knight and Fink for making her days at Carihi High much more than just bearable. A huge thanks also goes out to her big brother Cool, her mom, and her friend's mom Jen, as they are her role models in life. Luna hopes to take the guardianship program with her band, just like her big bro.
Sadie Samarodin. Sadie wants to thank her parents as that they have always been there for her, encouraging her to be who she wants to be in life. Her mom has always strived to put her first, and Sadie is forever grateful to have a lifelong best friend. Thank you, Mom. May your hats fly as high as your dreams. Michael Scott.
Alex DeWitt. Alex would like to thank his family for supporting him through all the hard times he's experienced in life so far. He would also like to thank his friends for making his high school journey worth every minute. Alex wishes the best for his friends and hopes they all succeed in life. Thank you all.
Letitia Williams. Something happens at grad. It's like a weird kind of electric humidity. You don't just hear it, you feel it. There were times Letitia didn't know how she would make it to today, but she is happy she made it. Into it together as the Williams family, who she is thankful for.
Malaya Malapitan. Malaya is thankful for her parents, grandparents, and the rest of her family for being there for her. She loved being at Carihi High and loved being in the foods and textiles courses. Malaya has learned many things during her time here and is thankful for all the teachers who were there for her.
Jonah Hartford. Jonah would like to thank his friends, family, and parents for everything. He would also like to thank Mrs. Knight and Mr. Swanson for their support.
Logan Jones. Logan plans to travel around the world a little bit and learn what life is really like outside of high school. He'll work full-time for a while, move to different cities, and explore before he goes back to school.
April Lacoste. April wants to thank her mom, dad, and grandparents for all their incredible support through her high school journey. She wants to give a special thanks to Ms. Lim and Ms. Guy for all their support with her future career path.
Dade Lee Hu. Dade would like to thank his family for helping him throughout high school. He would also like to thank all of his friends that stuck with him throughout their time together, no matter how bad things got. And a special thank you to Caden Channel for being his best friend and helping him through everything.
Waylon Cram. Waylon is thankful to his family that showed up tonight and the distance that they traveled. He would especially like to thank his parents, siblings, and friends for supporting him through the years. He would also like to thank the attendance lady whose poor fingers had to write all those late notices to his parents. As the last Cram graduated from Carihi High, thanks, goodbye, and congratulations, everyone. Now it's time to grab a gear and put the pedal down.
Liam Van Spronson. Liam wants to thank his family and friends for helping him throughout elementary, middle, and high school. He's excited to move on to a new chapter in his life, making money and making good memories.
Elle Gammy. Elle would like to thank their family for helping them through their years in school and giving them the extra support that they need.
Shayla Hunter. Shayla would like to thank Mrs. Finkenseep, Mr. Cassidy, her family, as well as her peers for helping her find and understanding herself throughout her journey at Carihi High. She's learned how to be responsible and gain confidence in herself. One of her favorite quotes that motivated her during this time is, "The possibilities are never ending."
Logan Courtney. Logan would like to thank the variety pack of friends and mentors he's collected over the years for giving him the motivation to continue going to school. Ew. And you know, self-improvement or something. Bleh. He would also like to thank his family for the endless support of his school and sports career and for loving him unconditionally. He would like it to be known that his time at Carihi High might have been different if Mrs. Fink could be trusted with produce. For who knows what could have done what he could have done without the extra catastrophic brain damage caused by that baby carrot.
Jasper Mervin. Jasper would like to thank Mr. Shields for the knowledge of music that has taken him pretty far and which might take him even further. Jasper would also like to thank his ex-girlfriend Jay for keeping him in line, and of course, he would like to thank Caden Channel, Jillian Mendoza, and Cohen Hart for not turning it down when the neighbors complained.
Vlada Sarah. Vlada had no idea when she was leaving Ukraine that she would end up studying at such a welcoming school. Vlada would like to thank Carihi High for the amazing opportunities to express her creative side in the Carihi High open mic and the chance to perform in the school musical. She would also like to thank her wonderful host parents, Natalie and Joe, for taking her in and giving her all the resources to succeed and become the strong woman she is today. She also wants to thank her parents, Azia and Vladimir, who supported her from Ukraine, and her sarcastic boyfriend, who helped her feel more comfortable in a new country.
Mackenzie Hayduck. Mackenzie is grateful to have been a student at Carihi High. She would like to thank all her teachers for their efforts towards her education and her parents for their endless support.
Vika Bohomazova. It is incredible to think that just over 2 years ago, she was standing in front of the E-Wing doors wondering what her life would be like at Carihi High. Vika is deeply thankful to her peers and teachers who helped her feel part of this vibrant community. She especially appreciates her friends for bearing with her throughout these years. With all the experiences and fond memories gained here, she is excited to start a new chapter of her life studying astrophysics at Western University. Per aspera ad astra.
Nolan Field. Nolan would like to thank Marcus Malinsky for helping him come up with his walk-down notes. He would also like to thank the school system, despite everything, as well as his parents, Isaac Newton, the janitorial staff, and anybody else who has helped him in life thus far.
Elliot Sidlick. Elliot would like to thank everyone who ever helped him with a video project. Mr. Shields for introducing him to filmmaking, Mr. Bagley and Logan Jones for helping him achieve excellence in 3D animation, and most importantly, controversial trillionaire Drew Crime for anonymously donating a large sum of money to his college fund. That is all.
Dee Richards. Dee is excited to graduate so he can move on from school. Dee will miss making life difficult for several staff members, especially Mr. Smith.
Preston Morgan. Preston would like to thank the shop class teachers at Carihi High Secondary for teaching him many valuable skills that he'll be using in the future. Adding on, he thanks his family and multiple other staff for helping him adjust to living in Canada. He hopes to work in the maritime industry or other transport-related trades as a future career.
Ozzie Hamilton. Ozzie's time here at Carihi High has been fun, and many of his best memories were made here. His friends and family have always helped him through his high school experience. Thank you to his friends who made high school bearable and family who helped with every course he needed.
Lita Bettel. Lita's time here at Carihi High has been an experience. They are glad that they have met and made friends with such wonderful and weird people. Thank you to their family and friends for helping them through tough days and tough courses.
Lizzie Audette. Lizzie would like to thank her friends and family for helping her through this journey.
And last but certainly not least, Caden Channel. Caden would like to thank Mr. Shields and Mr. Bagley for teaching him leadership strategies and how to play the guitar. He would also like to thank his fellow students, Dade Leahu, April Lacoste, Jasper Mervin, and Alan Harper, just to name a few, for making all those bad days a little brighter when all hope seemed lost. Congratulations, everyone.
Parents, families, staff, and friends, let's help each other celebrate this momentous occasion tonight by giving our graduates a well-deserved round of applause as they rise to be recognized as a class. It's time now for some thank yous. We would like to take a moment to recognize some individuals and businesses which have contributed their talents and resources to make this a memorable ceremony. We ask again that you hold your applause until the end of the list. To begin, a big thank you goes out to Hugh Schmid from Campbell River Audio Productions for your characteristic expertise in sound equipment. Reed Wharton from Island Productions for providing our lighting and staging. And Travis Rennie and his team from Utopia Productions for the video recording and role in producing the live stream of this evening's ceremony.
We would also like to thank the school district maintenance staff for their diligence in delivering chairs, tables, and a wide assortment of items to the arena tonight and to Carihi for the prom. Nigel and Shauna Lambeth from the Campbell River Garden Center, thank you as always for the beautiful greenery that decorates our stage in the arena tonight. To Lee Simmons from Island Life Photographics for taking pictures of the foreshore a few weeks back at prom, and again at tonight's ceremony. To the Carihi staff, thank you for assisting with setting out all the chairs, helping with decorating, helping with security, and all the other chores that needed to be done in preparation for tonight. And one last thing, you might have noticed all the grads were giving Mr. McLaughlin a small token of their appreciation when they came up on stage. A Lego set was bought for Mr. McLaughlin, and each grad gave him one piece of the Lego set. And they're all going to be in your office tomorrow morning to make sure that it's built properly. And thank you very much.
Several dignitaries are in attendance tonight, some of whom have sent greetings for our graduates. We would like to take a minute to acknowledge these individuals. Honored guests, please stand to be recognized when your name is read. We will begin with our Member of Parliament for North Island Powell River, Ms. Rachel Blaney. MP Blaney has sent the following message. Dear graduates, I offer you all my sincere congratulations. As you enter this new chapter in your lives, you should be immensely proud of all that you have accomplished, and I hope you take a moment to reflect on how far you have come. Throughout your time at Carihi, you have overcome challenges, gained knowledge, skills, and friendships, and possibly discovered what you are passionate about. If not, you will in time. You have shown that you have the ability to succeed after high school through your dedication and sensibility. I hope you take what you've learned from the amazing people who supported you during your education and you carry it forward. Relish this time and be excited about your future. As you move forward in your life and begin to navigate the road ahead, I have no doubt you will continue to shine bright and that you will cultivate the future you choose. Congratulations once again. There's a lot of uncertainty in the world, and as you face this, think of the words of the first woman Member of Parliament in Canada, Angus MacPhail. Never apologize, never explain, just get the thing done and let them howl. Sincere best wishes, Rachel Blaney, MP. Next, the MLA for the North Island, Michelle Babchuk, who sent the following message. On behalf of the BC New Democrat Government Caucus, I want to extend our sincere congratulations to the 2024 graduating class from Carihi Secondary. I know each and every one of you has worked to make this day happen. You should all be very proud of your accomplishment today. As you embark on the next chapter of your life, the lessons that you have learned will guide you, but should not define you. Being a lifelong learner will be one of your most valuable tools. You are our future. Your dreams and aspirations are what keeps us moving forward. My hope is that you tackle every obstacle and opportunity with the same enthusiasm that has gotten you this far. Thank you for the opportunity to address you today. Go into the world and do well, but more importantly, go into the world and do good.
Also in attendance tonight is School District 72 Superintendent Jeff Manning, who is attending their first Carihi High grad tonight. Associate Superintendent of SD 72, Morgan Kyle. Director of Student Services at SD 72, Brenna Ewing. District Principal of Inclusive Education, Alyssa Bolins. Secretary Treasurer, Kevin Patrick. And School District 72 Board Trustee, Joyce McMahon, and SD 72 Board Chairperson, Kat Eddy.
At this time in the program comes the address to the graduates. Often, this is a speech made by a member of the staff or a community leader that has a special connection to our grad class. This year, the decision was again made to have several staff members deliver short video messages to the grads. We were all told to keep it to 30 seconds each. Let's see who listened to the instructions. Enjoy.
Yeah, so we're recording right now.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what can I do?
You can do whatever you want.
What do you have the power for?
Well, we have the power to make you do whatever we want in editing. It's like the AI Supreme.
Is this going to be like you can animate me and I can fly across the room and I can come in with googly eyes and stuff?
Yeah. So but right now, we need you to send a message to the 2024 grads.
To who?
You guys are amazing. Congratulations on your graduation. It is a big accomplishment and you should all be very proud of yourselves. I've had the pleasure of knowing a lot of you since you were 13 years old, some of you 14, and it has been great to have you in classes and see you around the hallways and see what you're up to. You guys are really the best age right now because now decisions are up to you. Up until now, you followed life's path of where you're supposed to do, and now you get to make your own choices. Whether you're going to work next year or go traveling or go to school, I know that you guys are going to make some great decisions and have a great time, and I look forward to hearing what you guys are up to. Congratulations, grad class of 2024.
Hey grads, congratulations. I have a quote on the wall of my classroom that I think applies here. It says, "In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity." So it's okay to struggle. It's going to be okay. Work through it and you'll be fine. Rock on.
Hi grade 12s. You've been schooled, and it's your graduation day. Day one of the rest of your life. I know it might be scary not knowing what's going to happen, but it's also exciting knowing everything is possible. Never lose your childlike wonder, and when things get hard and you feel adrift, be brave. Carry on. You've got the heart of a champion, and I know you're going to thrive. Don't be strangers, and I wish you all the best.
As a teacher, I ask kids, what do you want to be when you grow up? And they all say the same thing. I want to be happy. But sadly, our society tells you that to be happy, you have to win. Go out into the world, compete, and get your piece of the pie. I'm here to say happiness doesn't work that way. Happiness is not a prize you win. It's the feeling you get when you live life well. When you give your time or stuff to others, and they don't care if they say thanks, because you feel great knowing you've helped them. That's happiness. When you see a friend in need and you help them out, that feeling is happiness. When you share the real you with the world and it smiles back at you, that feeling is happiness. Kids tell me, Shields, I just want to grow up and be happy. I'm here to say, grad class of 2024, you're the happiest kids I've ever taught.
Grad class of 2024. You made it. Congratulations. I know that you're all going to do amazing things in this world. And the one most important thing I want you to remember is when you become rich and famous, don't forget me.
Dear grade 12s, what I appreciate about you is how kind you are. So when you leave this building and you go out into the world, remember to be kind. It's not about being nice, that's easy. Listen to people with an open mind, have compassion for other humans, have gratitude, and most importantly, show up for the ones you love, even when it's hard. Oh, and P.S., be kind to the earth and ride your bike every day.
Well, I guess, congrats on moving on. And when you're going forward into your life, somebody just came in the other day that had graduated a couple of years ago, and they were pent up and worried about what they weren't doing. And then they had this little epiphany that they spent 4 years, we all spent 4 years waiting, that this is never going to end, there's so much stuff that's going on around us. And then once you graduate, you're out the door and you're gone. You're into the river and you're gone with the stream. Be present and be aware of what you're doing and do everything with purpose. And you want to make sure that you truly are being true to yourself, to your parents, and ultimately out of that, let a little bit of chance come into it as well. But you'll be good.
Hi grads, congratulations on making it to this special day. My advice to you is to find, invest, and cherish those healthy relationships moving forward. It is said that shared joy is double the joy, and shared sorrow is half the sorrow. Find others who you can count on for support when you need it, and find those who you can celebrate with, and all your successes that are sure to come your way. Carihi High will miss you.
Hi, Carihi grads of 2024. Here are my words of advice for you. Stay curious. Be humble and admit when you don't know something. No one knows everything. Ask the questions, listen to the answers, and watch others. What you'll find over time is that the more you learn, the more you'll realize you don't know. Through your time at school, you've learned a lot, but there's so much more out there to learn. You have a whole lifetime of learning ahead of you, so stay curious.
First of all, I would like to say congratulations. We're very proud of you and you deserve to be celebrated. If I can give you one piece of advice, it's this. In a world that's quickly becoming disconnected despite technology that allows us to be fully connected at all times, find your real connections. Put down the phone, get off the screens, and talk face to face with real people. Go travel, make a new friend, talk more to the friends that you have in person. Put your phone down and go outside and connect with nature and get exercise and realize how important nature is to your well-being. And think, using your own brain, instead of relying on the information or misinformation that the World Wide Web dumps on us daily. Be an active participant in your world in all the best ways. Congratulations.
Congratulations, grads of 2024. You guys have worked really hard and you should be incredibly proud of yourselves. And chase all of your dreams, challenge yourself with new opportunities, and don't forget to be kind to one another. Life's too short.
Hey guys, this next phase of your life is truly going to be your own. So here's my 3 pieces of advice. 1, choose goals and adventures that are your own and excite you. 2, go after those goals wholeheartedly, knowing that mistakes are going to be made and that's all part of the process. And 3, learn from your mistakes, get back up, try again. Life is about progress, not perfection. And on that note, congratulations, class of 2024.
Bonsoir, good evening, grads 2024. It's been a pleasure to walk the path with you those last few years here at Carihi. We are very proud of all your success and you should be very proud of yourself today. I was asked to share a piece of advice with you. It would be the following. In your life, keep your life balanced on one side, work very hard towards your professional goals, and in the same time, please take care of your family and your friends. That's super important, and that's how you're going to reach happiness. Les amis francophones, c'était un vrai plaisir de travailler avec toi. Vous avez été formidables, c'était vraiment chouette, et ça me fera toujours plaisir de te revoir. Félicitations pour tous tes efforts. Okay, well, congratulations again. Salut.
Thank you to all the staff members who took the time to give a few parting words for our grads, to Mr. Bagley for his expertise and guidance, and to graduating students Alan Harper, Rowan Joyner, and Daniel Loeb for putting it all together. We do need to squeeze in a few more acknowledgments now, and apologize in advance for anyone that we may have overlooked. Once again, please hold your applause to the end. There will also be a rolling list on the screens of local families and businesses who donated their time, money, and resources to the prom event on June the 8th, and we thank you. A very special thank you must go to the administrative assistants at Carihi High, Amber, Rochelle, Samantha, and Dinah. Without you, our school would not function, and neither would our ceremony. So thank you for all that you do. To our grad parent executive, we thank you for taking the time to volunteer hours of your time to ensure that the prom, the Great Gatsby, was such a success this year. To the student grad executive, we thank you again for the time and effort you have put in this year for all the events planning for our grads.
We thank River Inc. for the design and printing of our programs with the logo that was designed by graduate Haley Knight. Graduate Brooklyn Smith for putting together the baby photo slideshow that was running before the ceremony on the big screens. And finally, to our staff grad advisor, Drew Swanson. Without your tireless enthusiasm, selfless time away from your own family, and the ability to multitask an enormous to-do list, none of this would have been possible. Drew does all of this off the side of his desk on top of his already very full-time job. So thank you again, Drew. How's everybody doing? It's been warm, and it's been a full and entertaining evening so far. There are only 2 items left on the agenda. We're ready for perhaps the main event of any graduation ceremony. It is certainly a pleasure to introduce this year's valedictorians, as chosen by their classmates. Let's welcome up to the podium the highly talented, much loved and respected Emery Clark and Kanoa Sakura.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Kanoa.
And I'm Emery. Oh, we want to welcome all the parents and guardians, esteemed guests, and our teachers. We've reached the last stepping stone of our high school trek, and it's time we acknowledge all the support we've had along this journey.
Oh, our dear parents and guardians, we want to send a big thank you for putting up with us for all these years, through all the head-slapping moments and chaos we've created.
We know that we are the main cause of any wrinkles and white hairs, or maybe there is no more hair because we made you pull it all out. Sometimes it may seem we take it all for granted, but we are so thankful for all the times you've helped us out and supported us. We would not be who we are without you.
Another big thank you goes to our teachers who put in countless hours of prep and energy to ensure we were ready for that next upcoming exam, 10K run, shop project, or even that big concert. By the end of every one of your classes, we came out a bit more prepared to face the world. Thank you for giving us all the opportunities to succeed in life and school.
And last but not least, let's give it up for the graduating class of 2024! Let's face it, guys. We are undoubtedly the best grad class to have ever come out of Carihi High. And this is a totally unbiased opinion. Let's throw it out there. We are such a friendly and accepting group. We support each other when we need help, and not to mention, we clean up real nice in these caps and gowns. Thank you all for being the best grad class of all time.
Fellow grads, we sure have come a long way. We have grown so much from the people we were when we first walked into that elementary school. We've changed so many different ways, from being only the little kids who only cared about Beyblades, Hot Wheels, and dolls, to only caring about our phones, shoes, and how we look.
No, we're not that shallow. I mean, we care about more than that, like kindness, compassion, and doing well in school, right?
Yeah, I guess we're not that focused on our vanity.
Do you want to take a be-real?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
You got that?
Hold on, let me get it.
Maybe we're a bit vain, but that's all right.
From the first day of school, we all thought kindergarten was the most enjoyable place ever. The nap times we got. Could have used those in Deagle's physics class, maybe even in Hayes' math class when all the math was getting a little too much. Oh, or the free play times we had and the hand paintings we did, getting paint all over our clothes, hoping Mom would clean it up for us.
Who are you kidding? My mom still does my laundry.
Oh yeah? My mom still makes me lunches every single day. Thanks, Mom. That was good sushi today. What about you? Does your mom still pack your lunch?
No, not anymore, but she sure helps me out with my school projects.
I guess we're gonna have to do a lot more on our own when we move on.
After kindergarten, we dropped pieces of our childhood. We left behind Thomas the Tank Engine and replaced it with Beyblades and fidget spinners. As we ventured further on, real schoolwork started being introduced, like paragraphs, long division, and even chapter books. That's when we got our first glimpse of what high school would look like. Oh, little did we know that Cary High had much more in store for us.
But first, there was middle school. For some, it was a huge change from the tiny little elementary schools of Campbell River to the big middle schools of either Phoenix or Southgate. School has a weird way of building confidence than just destroying it. In grade 5, we thought we were the top of the top, the big 5th graders that could take on anything teachers threw at us. And then, next thing we know, we're dropping a brand new school at the bottom of the food chain.
Yeah, man, I was the big bear, and I got demoted to a little cub.
Yeah, I thought I was a big panda bear, and then I got turned into a raccoon.
How are raccoons and pandas even related?
They're both black and white?
I don't know about that.
Okay, they got both black circles around their eyes, you know?
Right. Yes, going from the apex predator to the smallest prey is pretty humbling. The grade 8s certainly were scary, so we tried to put on an act to be cool. As the first few weeks of middle school went on, we dropped that macho act and tried to find our new groove.
Some friendships when we were younger fizzled out, and many of us gained new friends. Don't get us wrong, we still run into that one elementary school friend and have a good laugh. But it's just not the same as when we were besties playing on the park, playing tag, grounders, you know? The strongest friendship followed us into high school, and they will follow us through life.
The high school change was a bit of a shock. We were once again dropped to the bottom of the hierarchy, but this time, we were greeted with more freedom to do what we wanted. We left behind playing Foursquare at lunch and turned to new ways of spending our breaks, like walking up to Steiner's Bakery, Katie's Rice Box, or even going down to the gym to shoot some hoops.
I probably spent so much money over the years at Steiner's.
Yeah, but their cookies and donuts are so good.
Not to mention Katie's teriyaki chicken rice bowl was out of this world.
All right. Let's get back to the speech. I'm gonna get too hungry.
Good idea. High school was the perfect transition from going to teenagers to young, mature adults. We learned how to be responsible, independent, and take care of our own lives.
Us? Mature? You know we have Reed Watson in our grad class.
I think you matured a lot. We all have.
Yeah, but I guess we still got a ways to go.
Yeah, that's for sure. As we spent more years at Cary High, we learned what real school pride was by participating in both Spirit Days, other amazing activities, and the Cary Palooza. We think this is why high school was such a difference maker in who we are today. We have been able to drop the mask as being the same as everyone else and show our different talents and interests. So many different opportunities arose with school sports and various clubs that were available to us. These choices helped us change into who we are today, and now we were given a pathway to follow our passions that middle school didn't.
We believe that Cary High was truly the perfect stage to show our true selves. Showing who we are helped us connect with others who also like the same things. Now, as time keeps trudging on, we are constantly negotiating between the person we were and the person we wish to become. We realize now that growth is less about becoming someone new and more about shedding who we're not.
Personal growth often comes from the most unexpected places. Pressures to succeed, fear of failure, past experience, and expectations for the future play a great role in what we do. It can be daunting to think of what lies ahead of us, but I think we should just embrace it. You know, we often fear the unknown until it becomes familiar, so let's just take it on.
Now, standing here, as we look at this grad class today, we know every one of us can connect in many ways. That has led us to this moment, where we get to celebrate how much we have grown, changed, and flourished. And now, we find ourselves at the end of the road of being at Cary High, searching for a path that feels like our own. Even after we leave Cary High, we will all be Thais at heart.
So what do you say, Thais? Let's swim out into the vast ocean, full of opportunities waiting for us.
Through this past year, there was one question that kept coming up.
Yeah, you're right. Everybody wanted to know what we would do if we didn't graduate. I guess
we'll never know.
Thank you, Emery and Kanoa. We admire the courage it takes to speak on behalf of your class in front of such a big crowd. There's only one event remaining on our program, which of course is the Grand March. We will now share the instructions needed to pull this off flawlessly, so we thank you in advance for your tentativeness. We have some instructions first for the guests, and then Deegs will have some more for the graduates. Guests, this part is for you. In a few moments, the grads will leave the floor and form their lines near the rink foyer. After they leave, we will need all your help to clear the floor of chairs and garbage. The Grand March requires a lot of floor space, so the chairs need to be stacked carefully but not too deeply along the outer walls around the rink. Their marching pattern requires a very wide girth. The best place to watch the Grand March is up in the bleacher stands. So please make your way up there. If possible, when finished clearing the floor of chairs and trash. Any remaining guests on the floor need to observe from the far end of the arena under the score clock. Carihi High staff will assist in letting you know where you can stand. And now Mr. Deagle has some info for the grads.
And to our graduates, this is the last piece of instruction from a teacher down to you guys. When we give you the signal, you need to return back to the marshalling area where you began the evening, leaving from the rear rows first. Take anything you want, maybe your water bottle. You can recycle it back there. When there, you'll get into formation to conduct the Grand March after being invited out by us. When you have completed the march and are introduced as the class of 2024, give a big cheer and toss your hat into the air. Then, retrieve your cap, meet up with your families and friends for some photographs, and if you can find any, enjoy some more water. You are free to leave the ceremony at any time after the Grand March is completed, but please be safe out there. Parents, staff, and guests, we thank you in advance for helping us clean the floor of chairs and debris. Graduates, remember to walk slowly, smile, and have fun. You can please now start to exit from the rear rows, and our guests will clean the floor. We do have a few more chairs up in the front here that we need to move, and if you could move up to the stands, if you're done, that would be great. Thank you. Any guests remaining on the floor, if you could just make sure you're behind the yellow line on that side, please, that would be fantastic. Thank you. Mrs. Knight, can we get a check in the back if we're ready to go? That'd be great, thank you. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the Grand March of the Carihi graduating class of 2024.
Grads, if you haven't already done so, please make a quarter turn to face the stands. You look like you managed that. On behalf of the Carihi staff, your parents and families, be safe after you leave here. Make good choices, take care of each other, and please come back to visit when you can. All right, families, cameras at the ready. Grads, here's your cue. Ladies and gentlemen, the Carihi graduating class of 2024.
That concludes our ceremony. Thank you for coming, and good night.